Hey everybody, Sister Fantastic here, and welcome to Palette Promenade. Today, I've got a brand new palette that just came in my ice cream beauty box. It's from Dede's Signature. It's called the Classic Autumn Eyeshadow Palette. And it's got some really pretty autumn shades in here. And I've been focusing a lot on purple this fall, but today, I want to do a green look. I want to work with this olive green and this dark green. This really pretty green down here, and maybe this awesome shade right here. And so I did like a color swatch on my hand of what I want to use. I got 2 mattes and 2 shimmers, and so I just want to see what I can get done here. So I'm going to go right in. I'm going to use a fluffy brush. This one is from Lorella. It's the LC19. Yeah, LC19. It's pretty big and fluffy, and I'm going to go right in with that it's a shade called Pears. It's that olive green one, that light one right here by my wrist. It's got a lot of yellow in it, but anyway, I've already got eyeshadow primer on my lids, and I have a feeling this is going to transfer darker on my eyes than what it looks like on my hand. So I want to start out with this shade. Let this be my transition shade. I'm going to try to do a really pretty olive green look. Kind of a neutral thing, but not really. You know what I mean? Let me get some water. I'll be right back. Okay, now the other eye. This is such a pretty color. You could almost do like a 2 eyeshadow look with this palette, the way that it's set up, because they've got the colors that, you know, top and bottom, or you could work in quads. You know, they've laid it out to where it's just so easy for the eye to come up with ideas on what colors to use. And of course you can mix and match, which I'm basically working in this quad right here today, but instead of using this really pretty shimmer here, I'm going to bounce over to this green one. And I think that'll make a really pretty look. This is an awesome color. Anyway, I want to get plenty of this on the eye. Take it pretty far up. These hooded eyes of mine need lots of shadow because there's lots of space there in which to work. Well, that blends like a dream. Okay, now I want to go in with this shade called Kiwi, which is the dark green right there. Really pretty dark green. And I'm going to use a smaller brush, and this is the Lorella LC22, which is like a small fluffy brush, and I'm just going to tap into it, and we're going to work right here in this outer V section. And I'm going to start right here in the crease area and just do like the outer half. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, I like this color. And then I'm going to take just a little bit right here on the end of my eyelid. And just work that up into what I've already laid down. And just smoke it up. So I'm just tapping the product in and blending it over and up. And just making sure I get this outer part right over here really good. And now just a little bit right there on the outside edge of my lid. And we're going to blend that. And I just like it really soft and like a gradient where the colors are not, there's no harsh lines. I really like that kind of a look where you just go from one color to the next without really seeing any kind of stark lines. Okay, now let me take that brush that I started with and I'm going to blend some more. Just right there at the top. No additional product, I'm just blending and going around the edge here. Okay, now I'm going to take a smaller fluffy brush. It says precision blend, but I want to work with this underneath the lash line. And I'm going to take that shade Pears just right there on the tip of the brush. And I'm going to go underneath the lash line with it. And just kind of work that in. And let that green have its moment. Now this eye. And I'm just going over it 2 or 3 times to kind of build it up because it is such a light color. Okay, and I'm just going to smoke it just a little bit along this lash line. It looks kind of brown. I might have had some brown left on the brush from the previous look. But that's quite all right. Earth tones. Okay, now for these shimmers, I want to use, let me try a flat brush here. This is the Laurielatimer LC31. Let me wipe this brush off and make sure that I don't have anything on it. And I'm going to work on the shine here. Let me go in with this shade called Mushroom, which is like that brownish shade there. And let me just go over what I just did, since it does look kind of brown down there. And I'll just add this to it. I didn't plan that, but hey, it's okay. Okay, and now for a little bit of that shade right here on the outer half. Let me try my finger, because that's not really transferring like I want it to. Oh yeah, that's better. Oh yeah, that is such a pretty color. Okay, now this eye. It goes over that green so nicely. And gives a little extra smokiness, grunginess to the look. Okay, and now I'm going to go into this shade called Squash, which is that beautiful shiny green, and I'm going to use that on the inner portion of the lid. And just blend that right on into that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. These shimmers are so good. They're soft and buttery, and you don't really need a glitter glue, or they're metallics. And some of them are duochromes. I believe this one's a duochrome. That's awesome. All right, let me wipe my fingers off, and then we gotta re-emphasize on that green. Okay, I'm going back into that blending brush that I used for the dark green, and I'm going back into that shade called Kiwi. And we're just going to work on this lower crease area and just make sure I've got enough of this showing. Oh yeah, that's much better. These greens are awesome. Okay, now I'm going to use I'm going to go back into that small fluffy brush that I was using for the bottom lash line, and I want to go into Kiwi just ever so slightly and just connect right there at the corner. Okay, and now I'm going to go back into Pears with that big fluffy brush, And we're just going to go over that at the top once more, just to soften everything up and make sure I didn't lose that color either. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm in love with this look. It's so grungy. She's so grungy. Okay. Let me do my lashes and bronzer and blush and all that, and we'll come back and we'll do highlighter and lips together. Okay, y'all, I'm back and I'm ready to do highlighter. I've got a new one here from Lorella. It's in the shade called Bliss. And I'm going to put some of this in my inner corner as well as use it on my cheeks. Let me get rid of that color saver there. This is a brand new little highlighter palette that I just got. And this color is going to be perfect for this look. It's like a white with a really pretty gold. So like a white gold is what I want to say. I'm just going to pop this right here in the inner corner and swing it on around. Love that. That's gorgeous. Okay, now this side. The lashes that I'm wearing today are the ones from Amazon called grwm, and I love them. And the band on them is not what I'd call thick, but it's thick enough to where you can pick the glue off and use them again and again. And so since I got the package, there's like a dozen pairs in the package. Anyway, I've only used like 2 pairs. I'm alternating. You know, I'll wear one and then the next time I wear the other pair, and I just keep picking off the glue and keep going, and they just keep lasting. And so it was a really good buy. Really good bargain. And I was really pleasantly surprised because sometimes when you find things on Amazon, it's almost like you wonder about the quality, you know? Okay, I'm not doing a brow bone highlighter today because I really like the grungy look that I've got going on, but I am going to use some of this same highlighter on my cheeks, and I'll share the products that I'm using. Look at that. Strobe it on. I just love a highlighter that's got white in it, but I love the gold too. Alright, now this ought to show up better because this is the angle that the sun is coming in the window. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, now for the nose. This is a nice little loose fluffy brush from Complex Culture, and it's perfect for highlighting because if you want to do it light, you can. If you want it beaming, you can. You know, it's just, if you want to use it on the brow bone area, I mean, it's big and fluffy. You could really highlight that area really subtly if you wanted to. Okay, let's get the Cupid's bow. And then we're going to do lips. Love this. Love this little highlighter. Really pretty. Okay. I'm going to go in. I'm going to do a lip combination today. I'm going to use a couple products from Lorella, starting with this lip liner here. It's in the shade 5. Y'all have seen me use this before. I really like it. It's a really pretty pink. Not too bright. You could wear it with other pinks or nudes, or pink nudes, or mauves even. I'm not really overdrawing my lips today. I just want to kind of, you know, take it easy. And I'm going to use this new lipstick that I just got from Shayna B. It's in the shade Hibiscus Island. Here's the packaging. Y'all saw me use this in a recent video as a try-on, but I want to show you what it looks like with a makeup look. Absolutely gorgeous. Love a pink lipstick. But I'm going to take it to the next level, and I'm going to use this lip gloss from Lorella. It's called As If. It's got like a white frost to it. Just going to frost things up a bit. Oh yeah. And then I'm going to wipe my wand off to keep that pink lipstick from getting in with my... Because I may want to use... Oops. I may want to use this with red or brown or, you know, whatever in the future. Okay. Let's go over what I used today. Today I used the Juvia's Place foundation. It's called I Am Magic Natural Radiance Foundation, and they had a special packaging on this, 30% bonus of the product. You're supposed to shake it well, and this is in the shade Vienna, which is a really pretty shade. Full coverage, one pump. Oh my gosh, it goes it covers the whole face. Excuse me. For concealer today, I used the Yensa BC concealer. I had some dark circles that I really wanted to cover up really good. And then I did a light dusting of the By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra Powder. Just where I put the concealer and stuff at, because it's really brightening. And then I used the bronzer from LYS today. Love this bronzer. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. I keep going back to it. And then for blush, I was trying out a new blush today from Lorella. It's in the shade called Pinch Me. It's super pigmented. And I used a really loose, fluffy brush. And here, let me show you the product. And I just went tap, tap, and it was enough for both cheeks. Look at that. But look how beautiful it is on the cheeks. This one's got too much. But I did this cheek first. Anyway, I tried to blend it the best I could, but it's still, unless you're looking real close, you might not notice it. Okay, and then I finished everything off with the OPV Beauty London translucent setting powder. And I just, you know, went over everything with that powder to set everything really good. And y'all watch me do the eyes using the Dede Signature Classic Autumn Palette, using these 4 shades right here. And they're called Pears, in order. Pears, Kiwi, Mushroom, and Squash. And it made for a beautiful green look. That kiwi green has got some blue in it. And it's really, really pretty. It's a really pretty green shade. I really like it. And so anyway, if you didn't see my ice cream beauty box unboxing with the swatches and stuff, I did that in my Sunday night skin treats. This palette came with a broken shade, but I was able to press it back in, and I'm not going to fool with, you know, trying to contact the company and ask for another one and all that jazz. But anyway, I'll link that live stream up in the cards for you. Today I tried a new mascara. This is the Bare Minerals Maximalist mascara. It's a lengthening and volumizing mascara. I don't know if it's waterproof or not. Today is the first day that I used it. It's in the shade black, and oh my gosh, look at this wand, y'all. This thing is huge. It's huge. So anyway, that was a little bit of a learning curve for me with that brush, but man, it did volumize the lashes. It was awesome. And but anyway, we'll come back to that product after I have a chance to, you know, clean my face and I can see how it's going to come off and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And let's see, brows, the Brow Gal. I'm still using this little stub of a pencil, y'all. I'm going to cry my eyes out when I have to let it go. But it's not going to be much longer. I'm going to have to let it go. And y'all saw me do my lips, so you know the products there. And the highlighter and everything. So I guess that's it. So I'm just going to use some setting spray from, this is the One Hit from Item Beauty. I went to their website the other day to see if they still have this. And it looks like they've shut down the business. I mean, so I don't think they're a thing anymore. Too bad, because they had some nice products. But there's so much competition out there. It's hard to stay alive in the beauty industry because there's so many brands, so many products. You almost have to be a celebrity, you know, to be noticed. It's hard for these independent brands that are up and coming and trying to get a foothold in the market. But anyway, Dede's Signature, y'all. This is beautiful. I really, really liked the formulas. The mattes are awesome. They blend really well. And the pigment is there. Those shimmers are to die for. Oh my gosh. Can't say enough good things about these shadows. The only thing is that I wish that the formula on the, see, this is the thing about these kind of shimmers. The formula is so soft that you take a chance on this breaking in the mail. So they just really need to check the palettes and before they're shipped and make sure they're wrapped up really, really good. And then of course put in boxes or packages where it's more than just bubble mailer type packages. It needs to be like in a box like Lorella does. You know, they put stuff around it to protect it, and then they seal the box, and that way things aren't shaken up and moving around during the shipment. Because in those shipping warehouses, they toss boxes, you know, from one person to another as they, you know, as they sort. You know, they're standing in one place, but they're tossing boxes into different bins for different areas, and they're sorting. And, you know, they're in a hurry because the volume is super, super high. And especially this time of the year, Christmas. Oh my gosh, everybody's out there shopping. Anyway, oh, I do want to mention this. This moisturizer from Glam Glow, it's called the Glow Starter Illuminating Moisturizer. I put this on underneath my foundation. It is absolutely beautiful. Let me just swatch it right here on my hand for you so you can see what it looks like. It's got just this like slight tint, and the glow is almost like a highlighter, but it blends in. Let me just blend it in to show you. And then of course you put your foundation over it, but look what it does to the skin. And of course that little bit right there is probably too much for that space on my hand, but anyway, I wanted you to see that glow there on my knuckles. It's just, I love it. I love that moisturizer. It's really good. I need to buy a full-size one. Because I like illuminating products either to mix with my foundation or to go on underneath my foundation just to help with the glow. But look at that. Isn't that, not looking at this stuff, but looking at my knuckles. So pretty. Okay, y'all, that's it for me today. Palette Promenade. I took a stroll with the classic autumn palette, and I loved it. All right, I'm so glad you're here to support me today. I appreciate the thumbs up, clicking on the video, and if you haven't subscribed already, I'd like to invite you to do so. And I just want to say thank you very much. All right, I love y'all. God bless you today is my prayer, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.